Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm Jordan Roy-Byrne of the Daily Gold. I'm here with Matias Herrero of TriMetals's Mining. And we're here at the Metals Investor Forum. And Matias just gave his presentation for TriMetals's Mining. And Matias, why don't we start off and you talk about the project that you guys own and just give a general background for the audience before we get into details.
Okay, so we're currently in in Nevada and Utah. That's where our main project is. We have a gold-silver project. It's an advanced exploration play, district scale potential. This is a near-surface heap leachable project. We currently have a resource on the project, gold and silver project. The resource is 750,000 ounces of global resource on the property. Important here is that the deposit is near surface and heap leachable. We've done a PEA on the project already as a demonstration PEA. We have good recovery rates. We've done a good chunk of metallurgy on the project. Recently we've done 3-column tests on the jumbo trend of the project, where we have grades that are recovery rates that are slightly better than those reported in the PEA, 73% for gold and 40% for silver. Gold Springs is interesting because it's a district scale property. We have 78 square kilometers, and it has the potential to, we believe, to 3 to 5 million ounces of gold. Just the jumbo trend itself, we have already the 2 resource blocks, 750,000 ounces overall in the property, and jumbo 500,000 ounces. And in the property, we have only drilled 10% of the prospective areas. And so that speaks to the tremendous potential that we have on the property of 3 to 5 million ounces, and in jumbo 2 to 3, just jumbo itself. This year, we want to focus our drilling in jumbo. We want to expand the resource there and try to fill the gap between the North Jumbo and the South Jumbo resource, which is a 1.5 kilometer gap. We also plan to drill the Gray Eagle resource that is in the Nevada side of the property. Jumbo is in the Utah side, and we plan to expand that resource where we currently have 200,000 ounces of gold equivalent. Now, the important things about Gold Springs is that the mineralization comes all the way up to the surface. So these are very, we do shallow drill holes, so it will be shallow pits, and it's low sulfidation, epithermal type, very similar geological setting as the Round Mountain mine owned by Kinross, which is 40 million ounces in Nevada. That's pretty much an overall of Gold Springs, which is our main projects.
Now let's talk about some of the details. First, why don't you tell the audience why, for this type of project, why strong metallurgy is so important to making it a mine?
Yeah, it's important because we're dealing with lots of low grade, which is grade typical for Nevada, right? But you deal with low grade, disseminated bulk tonnage material, and the key is to be able to heap leach mining it. And that's why metallurgy is so important. You got to be able to extract. Here we have 2 metals, we have gold and silver, and you have to be able to extract those metals from the rock. You don't want to be crushing it too much because that makes your cost of production too high. So the key is to do the heap leach, which was actually implemented in Nevada when it was discovered. And the key is to try to extract those metals with economic cost. And that's why metallurgy is so important. We've done, as I mentioned, 3-column tests, full size on the jumbo side, and the recovery rates that in our project that we have are 73% for gold, 40% for silver, and they are slightly better than those that we reported in the PEA.
So you have good metallurgy, you have 750,000 ounces now. What do you think is the next step for the company to get more notice, get a re-rating for the market? What do you guys have to do to attract more interest? Is there a certain target for gold ounces, or tell us, what do you think?
The key is to drill more. Like we never had more than 1 rig turning on the property. We really want to accelerate exploration. We want to accelerate exploration by adding more rigs. We want to go up to 4 rigs. We want to start a drill program this late May, and really drill the jumbo trend significantly. And that's where the potential comes, when we're able to show the market that drill potential that we have on the property really exists by continue to expanding the resource. But it's just a matter of putting more rigs and drill it. As I mentioned to you, the property has a potential of 3 to 5 million ounces. I think that's going to have a good reaction in the market once we be able to have a news flow for a significant drill program.
So let's talk about your finances. How much cash do you currently have, and are you confident that moving forward you will be able to continue to raise the money to drill the amount of drilling that you would like to do?
Well, we currently have $1.2 million in the bank. We definitely need to do a financing, and we're working on it. We already started, and as I mentioned, we plan to start the drill program at the end of May, so we have to have the money for that. Again, we're an exploration company. We're looking for equity, issuing equity to get financing. So we have to be cautious of the market price and not dilute our shareholders too much and protect the wealth. So that's, the timing is important, right? So that's why, a drill program of 4 rigs will definitely need an amount of money that is substantial, more than what we have in the bank. That's why financing is very important in the next couple of weeks.
Absolutely. Is there anything else that you would like to mention to the audience that we didn't cover?
No, just I think we cover pretty much all. Our main project is Gold Springs. Great potential. Only 10% of the target areas have been drilled, and we already have 750,000 ounces of global resource, mostly measured and indicated.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Matias.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure. I'll continue to watch your story going forward. I hope we can have another chat again in the future.
Thank you very much.